We're supposed to have some of the toughest gun laws in the world, but still we're plagued by armed hold-ups, drive-bys and fatal shootings. The problem is it's easy to buy these weapons, as our hidden camera investigation discovered.
Guns, drugs, they're coming in by the bloody truckload.
Shots fired, shots fired. Opposite down.
Yeah. We get a gun. Yeah. If there's guns here, you
Guns offered up for sale in our suburbs. And if you believe the word on the street, they're going cheap.
$100. If I could get $100, I'd be happy. You could actually make a handgun. Give me a text tomorrow, and I'll try to show that what I can do for you.
It's no secret that right now, Australia is being held to ransom by an explosion in gun crime. With armed hold-ups at shopping centres.
The guards handed over the money, but Gary was gunned down anyway.
Cold-blooded murder.
Domestic disputes between mums and dads over their kids.
As far as I'm concerned, if she wanted to take her own life, fine, go ahead. Don't take someone else's life, especially a baby.
Teenagers in the wrong place at the wrong time.
A 14-year-old boy was airlifted to the Royal Adelaide Hospital with shrapnel wounds to his abdomen and upper arm after he was accidentally shot last night.
Drivers killed in acts of road rage.
The father of two shot in the stomach and left to die on the highway.
So, just how hard is it for the average person to get their hands on a firearm?
Wouldn't be too hard to get one in the next 20 minutes.
Gold Coast criminal lawyer Bill Potts says if you ask around, 20 minutes is all it takes to find someone who knows how to get a gun. But when we hit the streets, we were offered guns and drugs in far less time than that. More on those hidden camera gun deals later. First, take a look at how alarmingly easy it is to get your hands on a lethal weapon legally.
Getting a licence is easy. As long as you've got no criminal convictions and you know you've got Muhammad or whatever.
We're undercover at a gun licence test, where incredibly, the answers are not only given to you by the instructor,
You choose whether you want to pick that answer.
but wannabe gun owners are also allowed to cheat from textbooks and copy from the person next to them.
And you've got the bloke beside you, make sure you're happy with these answers before you write it down.
What's even harder to believe is that everyone is allowed to mark and correct their own exam papers. Here, failure is impossible. As long as you don't have a criminal conviction recorded against you, in as little as 2 weeks in some states, you can buy a gun. We are now taking aim inside a pistol gallery. No police checks required.
Well, you don't have a licence to come to a gallery.
This is where you practice to become a sharpshooter.
Get hit by that and ruin your day.
And for many, this is also the first stop in attempting to get a gun illegally.
Did you see the guys that were here just while you were in there shooting?
Yeah.
They're trying me on for to buy a gun. That's their third visit back.
Yeah, right.
Each time they come in, they just come and talk shit. And you know straight away, Egyptians, they're after guns.
Oh, really?
And,
Does it happen often, or?
Sorry?
Does it happen often? Like, you get blokes like that?
Yeah, I've had the occasional Muslim, I've had a few left there, looking for guns. Yeah.
There you go.
They give it a try.
But the reality is, on the streets, finding a firearm is much easier.
You go up to Fortitude Valley and look for a dodgy person. It won't be too hard to find one up there.
Yeah.
And you'll buy whatever you like.
We would be naive to believe that those sorts of things don't occur. And we continually look to see if there are any of those opportunities where people are gaining access to guns in those places.
Chief Superintendent Gail Hogan is leading the Queensland Police fight back against gun crime on the Gold Coast. Task Force Resolve has been set up to bring the criminals down.
There's a fair bit to do, but we have some very experienced investigators from both State Crime Operations Command and the Gold Coast working on this.
During the filming of this investigation, we were offered whatever sort of firearm we wanted, as well as, it seems, just about every single drug imaginable. Of course, legally, we can't go any further with a deal than finding out what's on offer. But let me tell you, they're offering plenty.
What do you reckon we can get a gun from? That's what a handgun. Just look, right there. And talk there, mate, you get connections, no worries, easy.
Yeah, if you can, just sort me tomorrow. Just give me a text, tell me exactly where you want.
If you want a gun, it's a matter of looking around, asking around. The weapon that unfortunately was used on a senior constable leading was a sawn-off shotgun. And these are easily obtained.
Even more frightening is the number of weapons out there authorities don't even know about. After the Port Arthur massacre, hundreds of thousands of guns were never handed in.
At the buyback there were supposed to be 750,000 these so-called assault rifles, and they only handed back 280,000. So where'd the others go? You know?
Yeah. The number of weapons on the illicit firearms, from whether it's from the gun buyback or however they've got out into the market, is of concern.
Do police have any idea how many guns are out there?
No, I don't have a number, and you know, I think it would be very hard to quantify that.
I can probably put you onto a lot of people I know, and that way you're going to be secure up here anyway.
Yeah.
Tim Avia reporting there on a situation, of course, that is completely unacceptable, especially given the recent tragedy in Norway.